So back here I am with Bryan Alverez. Now Bryan Alverez is doing something very different for a change. He's allowing people in his chat to call in, and with the proviso that you only talk about defending Raw. If you talk about anything else, you must talk about defending Raw. You don't, you get blocked. So at this very second, I paused it. I have no idea what's coming on next, and someone's about to defend Raw. And I want to hear what they have to say because usually hide behind their keyboard, you can't hear them, nothing. So you get all these kind of brave warriors in the chat. So I have no idea what they sound like or if they're actually serious because you can't tell over text. Maybe the people calling in are high or inebriated or something like that. Who knows? But this show reeks of a filter. In case you don't know, Pat Patterson did pass away. And what some people don't know is that Pat Patterson, after all these years, was the one who steered McMahon in the correct direction if McMahon's ideas were a little bit too wild, too out there. And it appears that McMahon is out there. Holy crap. And I didn't watch Raw this week. I mean, like, at all. I only watched spoilers, like, in the squared circle thing. But, yeah, I didn't watch Raw at all. I watched Raw Talk. That's interesting to me. But regular Raw? I didn't. No. I just didn't watch the show. I saw the good highlights with the MVP and bullying the guy again and Matt Riddle's stuff there and the Fiend and the Bray Wyatt and the burning coffin thing. I saw that out on highlights on Squared Circle. I didn't watch the show. So, and I did watch the beginning segment because they didn't show highlights of this thing, but I saw the cringe that in the beginning that was the Miz Morrison reenactment with AJ Styles with the boom mic on his face or whatever and climbing I was like, who thought this was a good idea? But right now there's gonna be defenders talking about how good Raw is. Let's hear if they're right.
Oda, you are on the air. What is going on?
Hi, Brian. First off, shout out to the Twitch homies. Second off, I gotta try and defend Raw.
Please.
Okay.
Riddle was awesome on Raw.
He was.
Goodbye. Riddle
No, I want to hear this.
He came up with the name the Hardy Bros, which was awesome. It's a great name. It gives Jeff Hardy something to do. Riddle went out and got a great win on Raw. And then I thought the Rabbit was hilarious. It's a good callback to the Survivor Series tag team names with Skipper the Rabbit. He got an autograph from a puppet, and then he said tight. Meanwhile, Randy Orton tried to burn someone, which you can't burn someone every week.
Are you right over there, Mike?
2 weeks or months.
No.
Great. It's entertaining.
No. You're about to kill my co-host.
Randy Orton was great.
Randy Orton was great?
Randy Orton was great on Raw. I could watch this every week. Riddle was great.
All right.
Some things I can't defend.
Okay, well, listen, I want to thank you very much for the call.
You must have better stuff than Riddle.
Hey, listen.
To think that.
Listen, I appreciate that guy calling in. And I think what they're doing with Matt Riddle.
He likes certain things in the show. That's fine. At least he didn't like the absolute garbage stuff. And he sounded competent when he was talking, so that's fine.
Is like, bro. That's all I can say, okay? But you know what? You know what? I watched the show, and I watched what Matt Riddle was doing and what they're making him do. And listen, there is a segment. There's a segment of the WWE, the current remaining WWE audience. There is a segment of them that they never saw Matt Riddle before the main roster. They never saw Matt Riddle in NXT. All of them,
Actually, the EW with the choice is everybody. Somebody then tell why is Randy Orton an idiot that thinks the Fiend and Randy Orton are two different people? Why is WWE a bunch of idiots and they let people get lit on fire? I mean, I know that there is wrestling logic that, you need to bring in here. You got to put your wrestling brain in and throw some other stuff to the side. But I mean, good Lord. Go ahead. Give it your shot.
Thank God.
To Twitch homie.
You're on the air. What's going on?
Next person.
Yonkers?
Good afternoon, Brian. Good afternoon, Michael. Shout out to Twitch homies.
Michael.
Listen, the only thing The only thing that I will defend is the Lana finish because honestly, after story time with The Miz, I tapped out in record time.
I did too, yeah.
How are you defending Raw
think
right
about
now?
it this way.
Okay, I'm thinking.
I'll spare it for him.
Brian's
So Lana had the ring awareness to hold on to the rope and
ban him
the Super Samoan drop.
Yes.
The knowledge to kick Nia's leg out of her leg.
Yes.
And successfully pin a woman 3 times her, not 3, 2 times her size. Literally 2 times her size for the 3 count.
He wants a Raw defense, not a match defense.
10 times better than winning a Survivor Series match by doing nothing.
And then she got killed afterwards, which made nothing.
I will give you that. I want to thank you very much for the call. We're
Oh.
about to go to break.
I was going to say, wait, if you get a 20% in a class, it's an E. If you get a 55% in a class, it's still an E. You still fail.
I will give him that at least she succeeded. But that's part of the problem. Back in a moment, Observer Live.
Oh, man.
You know, this one thing on a 3-hour show entertained me. That's kind of cheating. Now, I'll accept that because I am a fair man. I want to give everybody their opportunity to speak. But so far, nobody has been able to successfully tell me how these shows are good.
Yeah.
Impact was good, by the way.
Gets a nut twice a day or whatever the stupid saying is.
That's right.
Hey, you know what?
On a swirl gets a nut twice a day, yes.
That last one there, the only thing I'm more appalled at than defending the show is Denise claiming she doesn't like Kit Kats.
They're horrible.
You are a failure as a person.
You think I'm a failure?
Rare I've said that to another human being, but...
Man, there ain't nothing that doesn't get better when you add caramel to it, man. Come on.
Bro, I didn't say you can't add caramel. It's caramel, not caramel. Save this show. Try to defend this Raw. You're on the air.
Oh, man, I'll do my best. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I'll defend Raw like this. I watch it most weeks, and I'll say this, maybe this makes a big difference. I do watch it with the sound off most weeks. But I still think that what Raw does really well, if you bear with me...
Whoa, hold on. I got to mute him for a second, because I got to sit back and prepare for this. Boris, everybody, is about to tell us, and I quote, what Raw does really well. Boris.
Okay, I will tell you. Okay, here's my hypothesis. I think what Raw does really well is you have said before, Brian, that WWE has amazing video packages. And when you guys watch these pay-per-views with people who do not watch the weekly shows, they love the video packages. They think they're weird, wacky, wild. And you've also said that Raw is down to the hardcores who are used to and like this 3-hour format. And so I will posit as my defense that what Raw does really, really well is it creates the content for these video packages by showing great, cool characters. I see on my screen with no sound, I see Bobby Lashley, Jeff Hardy, Matt Riddle, Lana, Asuka, Bray, Randy, maybe not so much Randy, but the rest of them, visually amazing, cool characters. The Hurt Business in their suits, they look like the Avengers walking together until they start pouring milk on some guy. But before that, before they ruin their own suits with milk, they are such a cool visual that would exist on any
Yeah, what the fuck in the chat?
Boil that down to a video package before a pay-per-view, it sells the pay-per-view. That's what Raw does well.
I want to thank you very much for the call, Boris, but are you out of your mind?
Are you out of your fucking mind? So this Raw was good because Raw does video packages well. I'm betting you voted for Trump there, buddy. You are not right in the head, okay? Saying that the show was good because they have a history of video packages done well. What?
Her defense was, if you watch the show with no sound, stuff looks cool. That's the Raw defense. I'm not going to ban him because I believe he was sincere.
Well,
and I wish I could watch
I
the
would.
show with no sound.
Not making a damn bit of sense.
Don't ban him because I may need to get something from him, from how it sounds, because whatever he is taking to watch this show, with the sound down and somehow make it more.
I'm out.